Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's episode, we have a captivating lineup of news stories that are sure to pique your interest. From groundbreaking international routes to ambitious sustainability initiatives and even some financial drama, we've got it all covered. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready for an informative and engaging ride through the skies. Let's kick things off with an exciting announcement from Flydubai. They have recently unveiled plans to launch twice-weekly flights from Dubai to the Red Sea, a luxury archipelago project that Saudi Arabia is developing along its scenic coastline. Starting on April 18th, these flights will make history as the first international air service to the Red Sea project. The route will operate on Thursdays and Sundays, touching down at the brand-new Red Sea International Airport. From there, guests will embark on a unique journey, either by yacht, seaplane, or car, to reach the project's site, where 2 hotels are currently up and running. Now let's talk about the fares for this route. Brace yourselves, because they're not exactly budget-friendly. A round-trip economy ticket from April 18th to 21st will set you back a cool $866. To put that into perspective, a flight from Dubai to Riyadh or Jeddah during the same period costs $433 and $360 respectively. But why such a premium price tag, you might ask? Well, the Red Sea project is positioning itself as a high-end luxury destination, and with Dubai serving as a major travel hub, the developers expect this route to be a significant driver of international visitors to the burgeoning destination. And speaking of ambitious goals, the Red Sea project aims to welcome a staggering 1 million guests annually by the end of the decade. However, they're not just focused on volume. Environmental protection and sustainability are paramount. The plan is to limit the number of hotels to 50, with 16 slated to open by 2025, most of which will be operated by renowned international brands. Among the first to grace the shores of the Red Sea are a Six Senses and a St. Regis, 2 heavyweights in the luxury hospitality industry. But wait, there's more. In May, the highly anticipated Numjuma, a Ritz-Carlton Reserve, is set to open its doors, promising to be the most expensive resort in the Middle East. While the exact budget for the Red Sea project remains undisclosed, we know that the developers have already invested a whopping $5 billion by 2023, with plans to pour in another $15 billion in 2024. Clearly, this is a massive undertaking and the stakes are high. Now let's shift gears and delve into a story that's been making waves in the aviation industry. Spirit Airlines, known for its ultra-low-cost fares, has found itself in a bit of a predicament. Fortunately, there's a silver lining on the horizon. It all started when Pratt Whitney, a renowned engine manufacturer, discovered a contamination issue in its geared turbofan engines produced between the fourth quarter of 2015 and the third quarter of 2021. This issue primarily affected the Airbus A320neo aircraft, and as a result, carriers like Spirit Airlines and JetBlue, both of which rely heavily on the A320neo, were forced to ground several planes. Spirit Airlines, in particular, had to ground a staggering 25 A320neos in 2024 due to this engine issue. Now, you might be thinking, oh no, that's going to be a major financial hit for the airline. And you'd be right. But here's where the good news comes in. Spirit Airlines has entered into an agreement with International Aero Engines, an affiliate of Pratt & Whitney, to receive a monthly credit throughout 2024 for the grounded planes. And get this. The compensation is expected to range from a whopping $150 million to a staggering $200 million. Talk about a lifeline. For Spirit Airlines, this compensation could not have come at a better time. The carrier has been grappling with profitability challenges since the pandemic and is carrying a hefty $1.1 billion in debt, set to mature in 2025. That's a lot of baggage to carry, even for an airline known for its no-frills approach. To shore up its liquidity, Spirit recently took a bold move by selling 25 aircraft and leasing them back, allowing the airline to pay down $465 million in debt and net a cool $419 million in cash. But even with these efforts, the path forward for Spirit Airlines has been uncertain, with some Wall Street analysts even suggesting the possibility of bankruptcy or the need to find another buyer. However, Spirit's CEO, Ted Christie, has firmly dismissed these concerns, calling them a misguided narrative. Instead, the airline is now focusing on adding more connecting flights in strategic locations like Fort Lauderdale and Las Vegas, while reducing its reliance on the ultra-competitive Florida market. With the compensation from Pratt and Whitney now in the mix, Spirit Airlines might just have the financial boost it needs to regain its footing and soar back to profitability. Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this story has more twists and turns than a roller coaster ride. Now, let's turn our attention to a story that showcases the aviation industry's commitment to sustainability and environmental responsibility. Southwest Airlines, the largest domestic carrier in the United States, has recently acquired Saffire Renewables, a startup that specializes in producing renewable ethanol from corn stover. But what exactly is corn stover, you might ask? Well, it's the leftovers of corn plants after harvest. And according to Saffire, the U.S. produces a staggering 400 million tons of this material each year. Now here's the kicker. It takes just 1 ton of dried corn stover to produce 50 gallons of jet fuel. This acquisition is part of Southwest Airlines' larger initiative to replace 10% of its total jet fuel consumption with sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, by 2030. To achieve this ambitious goal, the airline launched a wholly owned subsidiary called Southwest Airlines Renewable Ventures in February, dedicated solely to SAF initiatives. Saffire Renewables, now a part of this subsidiary, brings with it cutting-edge technology developed at the U.S. Department of Energy's National Renewable Energy Laboratory. This technology allows for the conversion of corn stover into ethanol, which can then be further processed into jet fuel. But that's not all. Southwest Airlines has also invested a cool $30 million in another startup called LanzaJet, which specializes in converting low-carbon ethanol into jet fuel. The plan is for Saffire to produce the ethanol and LanzaJet to transform it into the coveted sustainable aviation fuel. And the best part, LanzaJet is set to open a production facility right here in the United States, with Southwest Airlines as the anchor customer, solidifying the airline's commitment to sustainable aviation. Now, you might be wondering, why is sustainable aviation fuel such a big deal? Well, according to the International Air Transport Association, IATA, adopting SAF, along with other measures like hybrid electric engines, is expected to account for a whopping 65% of the efforts required for the global airline industry to achieve its goal of zero emissions by 2050. To put that into perspective, achieving zero emissions would require producing a staggering 118.9 billion gallons of SAF by 2050. That's a massive undertaking, but one that Southwest Airlines and other forward-thinking carriers are boldly embracing. Woo, what an exhilarating journey we've had today! From the ambitious Red Sea project and its premium-priced flights to Spirit Airlines' financial drama and the much-needed compensation from Pratt and Whitney, and finally, Southwest Airlines' trailblazing acquisition of a renewable ethanol startup, we've covered a lot of ground. Like and subscribe for more, thank you.